If you're preparing for the Microsoft Implementing Data Engineering Solutions using Microsoft Fabric exam, don't schedule your test before watching this video. Because in this video, I'll show you the most important Microsoft DP-700 exam questions and topics that helped me pass the exam in just 6 hours of preparation. If you're planning to pass the Microsoft Implementing Data Engineering Solutions using Microsoft Fabric certification exam on your first attempt, you're in the right place. This certification is offered by Microsoft, and it focuses on data engineering using Microsoft Fabric, including data ingestion, transformation, storage, and analytics solutions. In this video, we'll cover important Microsoft Implementing Data Engineering Solutions using Microsoft Fabric exam questions and preparation tips that can help you pass the exam quickly. Also, if you want the complete Microsoft DP-700 practice questions PDF, you can download it from the link in the description provided by Study for Exam. Question 1. A data engineer needs to ingest large volumes of data into Microsoft Fabric using a scalable pipeline. Which tool should be used to orchestrate and automate data ingestion workflows? A. Fabric Notebooks. B. Data Factory Pipelines. C. Power BI Reports. D. None. Correct answer, B. Data Factory Pipelines. Explanation: Data Factory pipelines in Microsoft Fabric allow engineers to orchestrate, automate, and schedule data ingestion workflows from multiple data sources. Question 2. A data engineer needs to process large datasets using Apache Spark within Microsoft Fabric. Which component should be used? A. Fabric Warehouse. B. Fabric Data. Engineering Notebook. C. Power BI Dataset. D. None. Correct answer, B. Fabric Data Engineering Notebook. Explanation: Fabric notebooks support Apache Spark processing, enabling data engineers to perform data transformations, machine learning, and big data analytics. Question 3. A company needs to store structured analytics data optimized for SQL queries in Microsoft Fabric. Which storage component should be used? A. Lakehouse. B. Warehouse. C. Dataflow. D. None. Correct answer, B. Warehouse. Explanation: Microsoft Fabric Warehouse provides high-performance SQL analytics capabilities, making it ideal for structured enterprise analytics workloads. Quick exam tip. One important thing about the Microsoft Implementing Data Engineering Solutions using Microsoft Fabric exam is that many questions focus on real-world data engineering scenarios rather than simple definitions. So, make sure you clearly understand topics like Microsoft Fabric architecture, Lakehouse versus warehouse data ingestion, using Data Factory, Apache, Spark processing, Delta tables, monitoring, and optimization in Fabric. These areas appear frequently in the exam. Question 4. A data engineer is working with Delta Lake tables in Microsoft Fabric Lakehouse. What is a key advantage of Delta tables? A. They eliminate the need for data storage. B. They support ACID transactions and versioning. C. They replace SQL queries. D. None. Correct answer, B. They support ACID transactions and versioning. Explanation: Delta tables provide reliable data management with ACID transactions, schema enforcement, and time travel capabilities. Question 5. A company wants to transform data before loading it into the Fabric Lakehouse using a low-code interface. Which tool should be used? A. Dataflow. Gen 2. B. Spark Notebook. C. Power BI Dashboard. D. Delete. Correct answer, A. Dataflow Gen 2. Explanation: Dataflow Gen 2 enables low-code data transformation and preparation before storing the data in Fabric Lakehouse or Warehouse. Question 6. A data engineer needs to store raw data in Microsoft Fabric before performing transformations. Which storage architecture should be used? A. Warehouse. B. Lakehouse. C. Power BI Dataset. D. None. Correct answer, B. Lakehouse. Explanation: A lakehouse allows engineers to store raw, structured, and unstructured data in a single storage layer using Delta tables. Question 7. A data engineer wants to schedule automated data ingestion pipelines in Microsoft Fabric. Which feature should be used? A. Pipeline Trigger. B. Power BI Refresh. C. SQL Job Scheduler. D. Last created. Correct answer, A. Pipeline Trigger. Explanation: Pipeline triggers allow scheduled or event-based execution of data pipelines for automated ingestion. Question 8. A company wants to monitor the performance and health of data pipelines in Microsoft Fabric. Which feature should be used? A. Fabric Monitoring Hub. B. Power BI Dashboard. C. Azure Monitor Logs. D. None. Correct answer, A. Fabric Monitoring Hub. Explanation: the monitoring hub allows engineers to track pipeline runs, notebook executions, and job status within Microsoft Fabric. Question 9. A data engineer needs to transform streaming data in Microsoft Fabric. Which processing engine should be used? A. Spark Streaming. B. Power Query. C. SQL Views. D. System Properties. Correct answer: A. Spark Streaming. Explanation: Spark Streaming enables real-time data processing and transformation within Microsoft Fabric environments. Question 10. A data engineer wants to create reusable transformation logic using Python or Scala in Microsoft Fabric. Which component should be used? A. Dataflow. Gene2. B. Notebook. C. Power BI Report. D. Workflow automation. Correct answer: B. Notebook. Explanation: Fabric notebooks support Python, Scala, and Spark, allowing engineers to create advanced reusable data transformations. Question 11. A company needs to enforce schema validation and prevent invalid data from being written to a table. Which feature of Delta Lake supports this? A. Schema enforcement. B. Data replication. C. Query optimization. D. None. Correct answer: A. Schema enforcement. Explanation: Schema enforcement ensures data written to Delta tables matches the defined schema, preventing invalid records. Question 12. A data engineer wants to query data stored in the Fabric Lakehouse using SQL. Which endpoint should be used? A. SQL Analytics Endpoint. B. REST API Endpoint. C. Power BI Endpoint. D. 1-to-1. Correct answer: A. SQL Analytics Endpoint. Explanation: the SQL Analytics Endpoint allows users to query Lakehouse data using TSQL queries. Question 13. A company wants to track historical versions of data in a Delta table. Which Delta feature supports this? A. Time travel. B. Data. Archiving. C. Query. Snapshot. D. On start. Correct answer: A. Time travel. Explanation: Delta Lake supports time travel, allowing engineers to query previous versions of data. Question 14. A data engineer needs to optimize large Delta tables for faster query performance. Which operation should be used? A. Vacuum. B. Optimize. C. Refresh. D. None. Correct answer: B. Optimize. Explanation: the optimize command improves performance by compacting small files into larger ones. Question 15. A data engineer needs to remove old files that are no longer needed in Delta Lake. Which command should be used? A. Delete. B. Clean. C. Vacuum. D. Report data. Correct answer: C. Vacuum. Explanation: the vacuum command removes obsolete files from Delta tables to free storage. Question 16. A company wants to load batch data into Microsoft Fabric automatically every night. Which feature should be used? A. Scheduled pipeline trigger. B. Manual pipeline run. C. Power BI refresh. D. None. Correct answer: A. Scheduled pipeline trigger. Explanation: scheduled triggers allow automated batch ingestion jobs at specific times. Question 17. A data engineer wants to build a semantic model for reporting in Power BI using Fabric data. Which component should be used? A. Data warehouse. B. Semantic model. C. Data pipeline. D. None. Correct answer: B. Semantic model. Explanation: semantic models allow Power BI to create structured datasets for analytics and reporting. Question 18. A company needs to integrate external data sources like Azure SQL and APIs into Fabric pipelines. Which component supports this integration? A. Data Factory Connector. B. Power BI Gateway. C. SQL Endpoint. D. Last created. Correct answer: A. Data Factory Connector. Explanation: Data Factory connectors allow pipelines to connect and ingest data from multiple external sources. Question 19. A data engineer wants to analyze large datasets interactively using Spark SQL. Which Fabric feature supports this? A. Notebook. B. Dataflow. C. Power BI Dashboard. D. None. Correct answer: A. Notebook. Explanation: notebooks allow engineers to execute Spark SQL queries and analyze large datasets interactively. Question 20. A company wants to ensure data reliability and consistency during updates to a table. Which Delta Lake feature ensures this? A. ACID transactions. B. Data snapshots. C. Replication. D. Support group. Correct answer: A. ACID transactions. Explanation. Delta Lake supports ACID transactions, ensuring reliable and consistent data operations. If you want to practice more exam questions like these, you can download the complete Microsoft DP-700 practice questions PDF from Study for Exam. Study for Exam provides updated exam questions, detailed explanations, real exam simulation practice tests, preparation materials for multiple IT certifications. The download link is available in the description. If this video helped you understand the Microsoft implementing data engineering solutions using Microsoft Fabric exam, make sure to like this video, comment how many questions you answered correctly. Subscribe for more certification exam preparation videos, and don't forget to download the full Microsoft implementing data engineering solutions using Microsoft Fabric exam preparation PDF from Study for Exam. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your certification.